Welcome to day one of the Europe Netball Open Challenge event. We're just about to embark upon game 3, which is Gibraltar up against France. We welcome France as one of the newer members into Europe Netball, and we're looking forward to this, the game that will bring new nations together in their competition. So we've witnessed 2 great games so far. We've seen the Republic of Ireland take the win against the UAE, and equally we've seen Northern Ireland take their win first up this morning against the host nation, the Isle of Man. So we'll be going live pretty soon on the stream. We'll be introducing players to the court. So final preparations underway behind me on the court. Please join us shortly for the all-important game 3 of this day 1 of the competition. We'll see you all online shortly as we embark upon this game itself with Gibraltar and France.
What kind of things have you been doing in your training?
We've been looking at different styles of play because we aim to keep, adjusting and adapting to what the teams are going to play against us. We stick to our structures, and the most important thing is to keep doing what we do best.
How does Gibraltar manage that recovery period?
We're debating whether to go in the sea or whether to go in the pool, but we've got a plan in place just depending on the weather. A lot of food, a lot of rest. We've got the physio.
What have you been working on?
Really working on our defence and some set passes, set plays, back lines, things like this, to really look after the ball and to look after each other.
What are your expectations on the court when that 7 turn out for the first game tomorrow?
From that first centre pass, we're prepared. We've been working so hard this year, working together as a team. Everybody knows their jobs.
What should we be looking at in France's play this year that we didn't see last year?
Obviously, we laid a great foundation last season, and we've been able to build upon and work on things this season that we didn't have time to work on last year.
Everybody's relaxed and chilled.
We all arrived yesterday, so everyone's had a sleep. We've done some team building today, so everyone's feeling good and relaxed, yeah.
No swim in the Irish Sea?
Not yet.
Ambitions for this weekend?
I think they're high. We've got an interesting squad. We've got a mixture of, I think, a really good balance of youth and experience. Obviously, as we get better, the other teams get better, so you can't be complacent. You have to think about that. And obviously Malta, we haven't played for a number of years now, so they will be interesting to play, and that will be a challenge for us.
What are your ambitions for this open competition?
I think a consistent performance. We've come to compete and absolutely leave everything out there on the court these next few days.
Any plans for you in terms of the times and where Switzerland might just be looking to be better in their performance through those 60 minutes?
We've been working a lot and trying to work on the individual players' strengths, mixing it up where we can to get the best out of everybody.
How are you feeling and how's the preparation going?
Yeah, so I think we're really excited to be here. It's obviously a great competition. We had a good time last season, so excited to be back. Obviously, second season, it's made it a bit easier to prepare. We know what to expect a bit more, so I think that's been really helpful in terms of how we've prepared in camps and competitions in the lead up to this.
So welcome to this game 3. It is Gibraltar versus France. Just to give you some updated information, there is just a short delay on the start of this game. That is a result of protocol, and obviously there was an injury. We wish Cora McGlynn well in that second game, a Republic of Ireland centre court player. We do need to just hold and wait for the medical team to return courtside so that every player, should they require it, needs and has the medical support attention there available. So following protocol. Safety is paramount at any competition, any sporting event, and Europe Netball will ensure that we are back on track pretty soon. Just a 10-minute delay, and we will start this game at 1:10. So short pause to the live stream. Please join us back for Gibraltar versus France at 1:10. Thank you.
2024.
Welcome back to the live streaming. This is game 3 of day 1 at the Europe Netball Open Challenge event. 8 teams battling out to hopefully win as we go into the national anthems.
Please remain standing if you're able for now the national anthem of France.
So a great opening, first game anthems for both teams, Gibraltar and France. So we go with Gibraltar first, goal shooter Courtney Ferrer, goal attack Megan Ruiz, wing attack Janice Marino, centre Joelle Marino and captain, wing defence Chloe Hernandez, goal defence Iris Hartman, goalkeeper Linnea Okana. The bench, Anna Hernandez, Natasha Mina, Amy Pozzo, Megan Prescott and Emma Torres. From France, welcome France Les Bleus, goal shooter Samantha Matteo, goal attack Tatum Mayer, wing attack Tia Marty, centre Jess Leach, wing defence Kerry-Ann Vavrika, goal defence Natalie Foster, goalkeeper Georgina Young. Foster and Young both co-captains. The bench, Caroline Bouillard, Emily O'Neill, Lucy Bowers, Amy Burrell and Beth Lord. Our umpires, big shout out to our umpires, Catherine Slater, Dan Racy and reserve umpire Emma Betts. The coaches, head coach from Gibraltar, Sarah Payas, and Fran Plom, head coach from France. Joining me in commentary is Kat Oldfield, the coach of Malta. And Kat, I guess this is a game that you're interested in seeing what happens, and I know you know a few players on this court from the day job. So
I do indeed, yes. I work with Joelle Moreno, the captain of Gibraltar Champions and centre.
So Joelle Moreno, a key influence, the captain of the Gibraltar side and a real strength in the mid-court for them. So big game on, up against one of the newer members of Europe Netball, France. A big shout out to them in their second competition. And a strong take there from Ferreira, just not able to get near the post. Good pressure from the France pairing, that's Foster and Young. winning the ball back. And Megan Ruiz again, that solid goal attack and solid shooter from Gibraltar. So France go again, good pressure through the central channel there. And Kat, we talked a lot about kind of early nerves in these games, and I guess that's the same for your team when they appear on court, and it's the same as what we're witnessing now. Seems to take a few minutes for them to settle.
Yeah, there looked to have been some nervy moments under the post for both teams in this first couple of minutes. Heavy hit there.
So Iris Hartman there, just taking a tumble, and I think it was one of the other players that called a time for her, but anyway, she is going off. There is a change, needs to go off, changes being made. We'll bring those to you as soon as they're confirmed from our officials. Again, good hands. Joelle Moreno in on the action, on defence.
It was well forced by the whole Gibraltar defensive unit. There were no forward options. France were forced to throw laterally, and Joelle was able to run onto that really well.
So Gibraltar been working really hard on positional roles and certainly on their defensive structures. Sarah Pias and Denise Ellis, the coaches, really have ensured players commit to their position and the unit work that they do and taking responsibility. So paying off at the moment, but France back on the attack. Mathieu creeps in. So close start in the early minutes of this game, and that looks like footwork call. So France in possession with a chance to score off the Gibraltar centre pass. Ruiz again, a playmaker, off as well, fronts up to the ball side position. There she goes again. She'll be looking to work this ball in. And sweeps the front. Great work from Megan Ruiz. So just to confirm the changes there in terms of injury for Gibraltar, Chloe Hernandez enters the court at goal defence and Emma Torres at wing defence.
We've just had a tactical change as well there from Gibraltar to bring her back on, actually.
They're switching up fast and furious. I don't think she wanted to actually leave the court. So France go again, wanting to get this ball through to Mathieu under the post. And I guess, Kat, France are probably a team that you're looking at closely in terms of Malta and the performance.
Yeah, interested to watch as much of them as I can, because with them being so new to the international netball scene, there's not a lot of footage out there.
And this is a good start from France. Gibraltar performing well, got real solid structures through the court. And good work there from Meyer.
Unfortunate contact call came with it, but it was very good round the body.
So Ruiz trying to open up the circle, the backspace just not enough on that and running out of court area. Great work from Georgina Young, the goalkeeper for France. Good solid tracking there from the Gibraltar defensive line. And winning ball. So the Moreno sisters supporting well, strong on the circle edge. Slight nudge. And good pressure from defence, so no goal there, and good work, strong from France, forcing the held ball. Looking long again to Matteo.
Yeah, she's always on. They've seen her a few times now, which has been really impressive vision from the attacking unit of France. Just needs to make sure that the ball is always pulled in strong.
Great work from Tatum Meyer. So France taking the lead 4-3. Just over the halfway point in quarter one. Meyer again. Solid shooting from Tatum Meyer. Oh, super take. France quick off the mark. Marty, but Gibraltar regain possession.
France have done a really good job of shutting down the first phase of Gibraltar's centre pass a few times now, and they're forced to go backwards then.
So composed Ruiz, super shooting action, always shows the composure on the shot, does Megan Ruiz.
Is that long feed again?
And I guess they need to be thinking about switching that up a little bit. A couple have gone off the back. There's not really enough backspace for Matteo to come out with ball there, so probably something to work on for France. Great take, impressive defensive work from Georgina Young, leading from the back there, co-captain. We talked a lot, Kat, in commentary about the replay ball, and I guess I know you umpire, and it's one that everyone's got their own view on.
Yeah, what I find quite interesting with the rewording for 2024 is there's a clear distinction now between a replayed ball and repossession.
And I think defining what can be done there in relation to the ball, and we were talking from a coaching perspective as well, so if you've not seen those rules videos, take a look at World Netball and all will be revealed. Some great resources there, free of charge, on the World Netball website. Ferrer again on the goal, so the gap closing. Still France leading by 1 goal.
That delivery is very good.
And Matteo secures another goal. So just switching up body positioning there in relation to the defence, that helped. And Matteo presented a different angle to that ball then, as we see Gibraltar fast to swing the ball, try and open up the circle. Great swing through from pocket to the top, the Marino sisters.
That's going to be a frustrating one for the French coach there, losing possession on her centre to a break from the back.
Yeah, the coach killer, but it's won back by Georgina Young. And that's what we wanted to see. Matteo then just got on the front position there, held strong. Great goal. Patient build-up from Gibraltar. It's working the ball through the central channel, and Ruiz pops out. Again, another goal from her, composed as always. Oh, great movement there. Good understanding. So Matteo just pops through, and we see Meyer enter towards post. So Gibraltar under a little bit of pressure here. France with a 2-goal lead.
She had more space like you asked for, Anita, but unfortunately contact call against the goal shooter there.
Yeah, well spotted by the umpire, Dan Racy. And not always seen there, but yeah, Matteo just relying on that overhead pass. She presented extremely well on the front position, so I'm sure we'll see a mix up that strategy against the work of Hartman and Arcana.
There's a great screen there from Courtney Fair. Ball easily landed with the goal attack. Chance to double up here for Gibraltar.
And just a slight misunderstanding. Pressure being put on the Gibraltar centre pass. 6 players were in front of the ball carrier there in whatever position, so credit to France, set their structures early. Super goal. That was the work of Meyer again. Tatum Meyer worked well, created a lot of opportunity, opened up the space in the circle by drawing the defenders.
Yeah, she's very good on the ball, Tatum Meyer, and she's got very good awareness of the players around her, where she needs to go and when, and does a great job, high work rate outside the circle.
And just on cue there for your cap, sinks another goal. Final seconds, Gibraltar will be looking to secure 1 goal, if not 2.
Yeah, with the 2024 rule changes as well, ball has only got to be out of the hand of the shooter before the quarter is finished by the umpire. No longer has to be through the ring.
And Ruiz there just closed the distance, stepped in. So France probably will be timed out on this one. They are. Excellent first quarter for France. Gibraltar on the chase to close what is a 2-goal margin. France 11, Gibraltar 9. We'll take a short break. We'll let the coaches, the teams regroup, and please join us back in a couple of minutes' time. The score is 11 to France, 9 to Gibraltar. Welcome back to quarter two of this game 3 of day 1, the Europe Netball Open Challenge event. We have a game on our hands. France Les Bleus up against Gibraltar, the champions, and we'll bring any changes. I'm pretty sure there will be some as we get them. And for France, we see Vavrika go to the bench at wing defence, and we see Caroline Bouillard come on at that position. So Caroline Bouillard on at wing defence.
We definitely have some changes in the attacking end for Gibraltar as well. We've got a new goal shooter and a new wing attack.
Thanks, Kat. And that is Amy Pozo at goal shooter. And we've seen Pozo link in a more moving circle, as you were talking about, Kat, with Megan Ruiz. So that will be interesting to see. And Anna Hernandez at wing attack.
Slight miscommunication there on the feed, I think, from Moreno.
So lots of developments going on in France. The recent appointment of Giva Mentor as a board member, performance director, and I'm sure she's probably watching and excited to see the potential of France as they grow as a nation, develop their performance pathways in. So a great start from France with this 3-goal lead. And Kat, you were just saying the structure of Gibraltar, they're strong. Denise Ellis works there particularly with the shooters, and there's some great link up with them. And you were just talking about they like to screen. Interestingly, France have just kind of combated that and worked to counteract it really well.
Yeah, France have been playing off the body very effectively, and they've picked up quite a few turnovers on the feed from that they've been able to take through goal very effectively, giving them a 2-goal lead that they've held on to from before the quarter break.
Tatum Mayer again unstoppable at the moment in terms of when she gets the ball in and around the edge of the circle, just inside. She sweeps towards the ball and is certainly securing the shots. So
some really good forward presentation as well there from Megan Ruiz from Gibraltar on a previous play. Really good short entry to take the front ball, and an excellent pop forward there again for the front ball.
And an unfortunate footwork call there from the wing defence, which is Bouillard. Gives Gibraltar possession. Oh, good front position by Matteo. We talked a little bit about that, changing up the position on the defender, and that's been done, and that was an easy passage of play through to that shooting opportunity. Just too much on that for Joel Moreno, the captain of Gibraltar, to keep in play.
They did have some really nice attacking pulleys there. They were the shooter exiting the top, made both of the pockets available for their mid-court.
And some great unit work going on from both sides. Just another change there in centre.
And the defensive pressure from France could be forcing Gibraltar to make some of these changes. It's a chance for them to go 5 up here.
Good connection there. Jess Leach just waited, delivered that pass, but Gibraltar determined to counteract. So the changes then, Hernandez to wing attack.
On the front again from Mathieu, bringing her a lot more ball now. And France have turned another centre.
So Janice Moreno at centre, Hernandez at wing attack, and I guess that might just be to change up the attacking unit just to try and link with Pozo and Ruiz. So Gibraltar go again. Great pressure through the mid-court from France.
Yeah, France really filling up that middle channel and forcing Gibraltar to play very wide.
Oh, great hands there from Bouillard. Nearly off the post. So Akana on the support. So France regain possession, circle edge with Leach. Working hard again, France, just to close off those ball side options. Good swing to the top there with Janice Moreno. Much better play, opened up the circle.
Yeah, it's really successful for Gibraltar when they can get that top and pocket positioning. It's allowing the shooter to come out the top and take that front ball, which we've seen a few times now.
Tatum Meyer, solid performance, taking France out to a 7-goal lead.
There it is again, the top and pocket.
And Ruiz back to usual self, shooting those mid-range. So some work to do for Gibraltar as France go again, finding Marty on the circle edge. Oh, great tip, great hand. Just landed back with Ruiz. And again, Leach finds herself uncontested on the circle edge. So this game is actually all siding with France, momentum with France at the moment. Gibraltar just needing to regroup, reset, which they can do, reset the structure in defence. And it's Matteo again. So see some changes, I guess, to be expected. Kat, just that depth of pass going through on the attack for France is just needs a little bit more contesting, I think.
Yeah, I was about to say, Anita, you almost predicted it by saying how easily they got to the circle edge and then Gibraltar make a change. Still filling up that central channel, putting a lot of pressure on the attacking transverse line for Gibraltar, and it brings them a lot of success. They've turned the ball again.
High risk pass that from Marty, so that was picked off, easily read from the Gibraltar defence as they go again through the court, looking long, good lateral ball to open up the space there.
Yeah, they looked like they caught France a little on the back foot there. Had a lot more space to bring the ball through the court in that centre channel.
So a game of defence currently. Defence coming out with ball, just need rewarding both teams.
A lovely find of the body there and roll off from Megan Ruiz again, unfortunately unable to convert at the post.
So just to confirm the changes there and the pairing in the defensive circle for Gibraltar, we see Iris Hartman come back at goalkeeper, and we now see Linnea O'Connor at goal defence.
A great contest on the back and up there from the French centre, putting an awful lot of pressure on that pocket ball for Gibraltar and coming out with it.
So Leach far up the court there. Certainly doing her work, linking, connecting the defence through and then getting herself on the edge. But too much on that one. Gibraltar get the chance to go again.
I think the preparation that France have had coming into this tournament is really showing. They played a couple of games against the UK Armed Forces. I think they might have had a fixture against an EMNA team as well in the UK, and it's really, they're reaping the rewards for it at the moment.
And I guess Fran Plum, as you will know, you get to see players under the pressures of different opponents as well, so it's a change to that training environment. And we were talking, Kat, before this game, that for Malta and for yourself, not really seeing them under pressure, so you've seen them for the first time potentially in this competition. What are your expectations for your squad?
To perform better than last year.
Yeah, work on the processes, and I think every game is a learning opportunity. And
yeah, we've put a lot of structure into the team since I started working with them in December, so really I'll be happy if I see them execute the things that we've been working on in training, and then eventually the results on the scoreboard will come. They've got their targets and hopefully we will be able to achieve them. Been quite a few bodies on the floor in this game already, with 2 minutes to go on the second quarter. Fair few ice baths in the Irish Sea this evening, I think.
so still the defence keep turning over ball, and a chance for Gibraltar. Better work, just keeping the width through into the goal third as Ruiz positions herself for the rebound, not needed on that occasion. So an 8-goal margin developed for France against Gibraltar. Meyer, Tatum Meyer, what strength in the goal attack spot for France. Works herself to post, accurate on the shot.
Lady luck with them there. Ball coming off the post and straight back into Megan Ruiz's hands. Although I used to have a coach that would say that there's no such thing as luck in netball, only skill. So that was obviously exceptional skill to bounce it off the post and back into her hands.
And goals secured from Ruiz. Really impressed with Foster and Young, the defensive pair for France. Rangy, as we might say, their arms go for ball and they're covering an awful lot of space. Great work.
A really good front position, as you asked for earlier in the game, Anita, there from the goal shooter, Mathieu.
So Young just caught on the contact. Ruiz takes the shot, secures that one on cue. New rule, ball had left the hand. So France 25 goals to Gibraltar 17. An excellent margin opened out for France as they move into the half-time break. We'll be back in a few minutes' time, picking up what will be, I'm sure, a very exciting second half. So take a break and we'll see you back shortly. Thank you. So, game on, quarter 3, and we welcome back onto court France and Gibraltar. What a scoreline, and we've just been talking, maybe not to be expected, given the experiences of Gibraltar, their length of time competing, their ranking, and look at what we see, a 25-goal lead, France, and 17 to Gibraltar. So, Kat, like you said, rankings much different, but France really putting themselves out there on court and instilling maybe some changes of thought.
Yes, I don't think anybody will be taking their game against France lightly after this opening performance today.
Liking their structure, and we talked in the previous match with Shona from Northern Ireland just about players knowing their role, knowing their responsibility within a unit, and that is definitely something that France are clear on, and great work all the way through the court. So Gibraltar, let's see whether their game plan may have changed and they mix up some of their strategy.
What I'm really impressed with France in this passage of play is that they're able to go from sending the long if it's on to then shortening their play right up when there isn't an option. It shows really good discipline with ball in hand.
And Matteo again. So we watched her take, or not necessarily be successful at long ball to the back space, mixed up what she does. She now holds the front. Let's see whether Gibraltar can counteract that particular final ball in. So Ruiz using the out and in to work towards post.
Nice example of the changes to game management as well there, with an advancement from the umpire into the circle for persistent infringement from the wing defence.
So the changes to bring you from our officials. Marty goes from wing attack to the bench, and O'Neill for France comes on from the bench to wing attack. And just one change officially in from Gibraltar. We see Chloe Hernandez at goal defence and Emma Torres at wing defence.
Tatum Mayer showing again there where she's such a playmaker for the French attack. Releasing in the goal third for that long ball to come in, and then playing herself in on the short.
And we can definitely hear the French supporters behind us now. Allez les Bleus. So supporters in the house.
Lovely roll into the backspace then, well sighted by the feed. Unfortunately not able to convert that one though.
So Pozo cannot convert, and France go again with Bouillard offloading to Leach. Looking long, as you said, Kat, not afraid to mix up the short with the long. Multiple options available for France as well, so lots of movement off the ball. Just not enough on that for Mayer. So Ruiz held strong there on the front position, got the penalty. Some changes again for Gibraltar. Switch at centre. Moreno back on at centre.
We've got a third different goal shooter as well for Gibraltar here. There's a lot of pressure on that passage of play then from France, forcing all of the Gibraltar players into the same area of the court.
And I think that could be Megan Prescott at goal shooter, but we will confirm that when we get the information from our officials. So Natasha Mina at goal shooter. Apologies there. Joelle Marino in at centre. So confirmed there. Natasha Mina in at goal shooter. I'm sure the intentions there are to try and get that greater accuracy, a little bit more height in the circle as well from Mina.
Joelle Moreno just encouraging her Gibraltar side for a bit of calm there on that transition play.
So they're just not dropping in for the Gibraltar shooter pairing as France power again through the court with Bouillard. Supporting well Bouillard on the attack, looking long.
That's possibly something that the Gibraltar defence can have a look at, because those long balls are in the air for quite some time, giving them the opportunity to go on the fly if they can see them.
So not enough option there in front, but Moreno saves the day, just gets into the pocket, the switch, doing all they can to split Foster and Young, the defence pair from France. And I think we've just seen the umpire there issue a warning. And I think there could be a response from a coach on that note, just to make sure they avoid any suspension of that 2 minutes for a player. Bouillard goes to the bench. So time called. A very healthy 11 goal margin for France, 31 goals to 20. Good hand again. That is the work of the defensive pair. And we see Amy Burrell in the defensive circle now.
That big long ball again from France. I think there's just too much danger from the French shooters at the moment for the Gibraltar defence to feel they can leave them and go on the fly.
So Mina just trying to create something in the circle that offers a low risk ball in. But there we see Burrell and Young just working the feet, working the ground, not giving a definite spot for that ball to go in, confusing the space, as we say. Great work from those two in the circle.
Some impressive ball work there from Joelle Moreno.
And great feint there just to put that in to Ruiz.
Really trying to lift her team. She's a dual international, Joelle, plays basketball for Gibraltar as well, and I think that shows with her ball work at times. Having played a couple of minutes with her at work, it's quite good fun.
So Leach on the ball again, looking forward. Patient build-up, not afraid to put the ball to the transverse as Tatum Mayer again secures another goal. So let's just confirm those changes then for France. Bouillard, who picked up the warning, goes to the bench. Burrell in at goalkeeper. Foster also goes to the bench, and we see Vavrika back at wing defence.
Just while you were looking at those changes, Anita, we had a very impressive interception straight off the first phase of the centre pass, giving Gibraltar an extra opportunity to close this gap.
I don't know about you, Cap. I don't get a sense that this game is over yet. I don't think it's easy going for a win of France. I just feel Gibraltar have got something else to give.
They're certainly not going to give up, Anita, that's for sure.
Yeah. So Ruiz will get the penalty.
I think they've got a big job on their hands, though, Gibraltar, if they're going to bring this game back and win it. Just shy of 20 minutes left to play, and an 11-goal deficit to close in that time.
Timed out there, hell ball, so well done defensive unit from France. Good use of the width through the mid-channel there, just to open up for Leach. Oh, great pressure. Good, solid defensive work from Gibraltar. So that is the work of Hartmann and Hernandez. You could see there she wanted the ball down and it just went higher, gave the defence a chance to come through. So Marino again, relentless with that pressure.
Seems to be a problem on that final feed for Gibraltar at the moment, just the execution not quite there for them. There's the big change in the style for France, though, with the front space being played but at the post, has proved very effective. They've been able to get much safer delivery into their goal shooter.
Good vision. Seeing the second mover there, Moreno. Mina under the post.
That circle edge depth that France are getting off their second phase is just uncontested at the moment. And it looks as though France might be about to run some of their bench. We can see a couple of the girls warming up in the background. Bethany Lord, president of French Netball Association, has just gone off to warm up her shot.
So Mina goes again, secures the goal, 10-goal the margin as we close in the final minute or so of this quarter three. More space behind there for Matteo. Takes the ball behind, but set herself and had a much higher start position in the circle. Nina takes the overhead and again secures another. So Gibraltar will do all they can to stop the goal. 36 goals to France, 26 to Gibraltar.
Great spot there by the umpire. Goal attack, making contact with the ball from an off-court position. I have really enjoyed the umpiring on this game.
Maya not able to convert on that occasion. What a performance. So 45 minutes down, France in the lead. 36 goals to Gibraltar, 26. There's a final 15 minutes, which I'm sure will be an exciting last quarter. So we'll take that very short break. Please join us back shortly for the final 15 minutes of this Game 3 at the Europe Open Challenge event. We'll be back in a few minutes' time. Welcome back to Game 3, final quarter. 36 goals, France, 26 Gibraltar. Not the result many in this crowd, and indeed ourselves in commentary were expecting, knowing the experience and exposure of Gibraltar. So, impressive performance by France. Credit to Fran Plum. They've certainly had a great build-up to this competition, and we've witnessed a very, very strong performance. So, Gibraltar get us underway for this final 15 minutes. Let's see if this 10-goal margin can change in any way.
It does look like France have brought a few of their bench on as well, Anita, which I think is probably very sensible player management by their coach, given that all of Division 2 have got 2 games tomorrow. Although, saying that, they're still running the same shooting pairing, but they've been very lucrative for them, so I can see why she would want to keep them on the court.
So, goal for goal as we stand. Ruiz pops out again. So, as mentioned, some changes, and just to confirm for Gibraltar, Iris Hartman back in at goalkeeper, Linnea Akana goal defence, Chloe Hernandez wing defence, Anna Hernandez centre, Joelle Marino at wing attack. For France, the changes for this final quarter, we just see just the one. Bowers goes to centre and Leach goes to the bench. And I guess that's just potentially resting some legs there, knowing that there is a strong up-and-coming game or games for France. They'll be wanting to certainly contest for those teams that finish in the top 3, that's for sure.
Yeah, but a little bit of lack of discipline coming back in there on that feed, sending a long one like we saw in the first quarter. They managed to get that out of their game. But contesting that long ball like I asked them to earlier. So really nice from the French defensive unit.
So Burrell just caught, great switch, whether that was intended or not, but excellent take from Young, the goal defence for France. But pressure was put on there from Gibraltar very quickly. Mina, strong hold, too much on that one, but lucky with Ruiz getting the rebound. And Mina not looking to post at all, so if she did, she would just draw the defence back a little bit and give herself a bit more space. Good shot, Megan Ruiz. 8 the difference. Get a sense of urgency from Gibraltar. Well, that ball's got to go early if it's going to get there. France capitalise. So Tatum Mayer claws one back on the Gibraltar centre pass. So Mayer elects to shoot. Gibraltar get to go again. They've clawed 1 goal back in the 10-goal margin. Too much on that through the mid-court, so France get to go again. Oh, contact call. Gibraltar back in possession.
Structure really coming back into the Gibraltar circle there. Lovely offer on the goal line when the co-shooter was offering to the top. Meant that there were 2 clear options to the ball handler.
Ruiz not able to pull that ball in. Mina not able to convert, so France back on the run again. 8-goal the difference. Not if the defensive line from Gibraltar sight the ball early. Credit to the defence pressure there from the wing defence. That's the work of Torres.
There was a really good screen set there by Natasha Mena, but unfortunately just the height of the wing defence taking the ball from the air on the feed from Moreno. The arms over pressure has been really impressive from France today, and as you said, Anita, earlier, they've got a lot of range in their defensive unit. There are some long limbs down there today.
So the time is ticking, still a 9-goal margin. Mathieu holding strong.
Another tip there, just from the sheer pressure of the 3-foot mark. I think she'll be really pleased to have sunk that one, Natasha Mena, after a couple of misses. With shooting being such a psychological position, that'll really bring her back into the game.
Strong take again from Mayer. So clock is ticking, just over 7 minutes to go. France still with that 10-goal margin. Mena and Ruiz both caught out the circle. Great roll around the body by Ruiz. Oh, just taking a knock there on her ankle.
She was clutching her calf only a minute or so back, Anita, as well, looking like she was beginning to cramp up.
I think Ruiz looks like she may have run it off, or she might be calling time. Yeah, definitely looks like she's heading towards the physio, primary carer.
And there could be a couple of changes coming with this, because we can see Courtney Ferrer on the bike, possibly re-warming up for Gibraltar. And she is using that new hand signal, Ruiz, to her bench to ask for a change.
So as we thought, Ruiz goes to the bench. I'm just hoping that that's nothing too serious for Megan Ruiz. A great, solid shooter, playmaker for Gibraltar. And wholesale changes again from France. I would guess that they will finish the 5 minutes potentially in start positions for their next game. Always good just to run out what might be your starting 7 in your following game. And for France, their next game will be tomorrow, and that is game 8, 11 o'clock against Switzerland.
I think this margin's just too big for them now, Anita, with just under 5 minutes left to play. It's blown back out to 12 after Gibraltar having got it down to 9 at one point in this final quarter.
And this is probably the time, Kat, that we talk about the players that have impressed you so far, the players that stand out for us in commentary. Any particular that stand out for you?
For the French team, I have been particularly impressed with their goal attack. Tatum Meyer, mentioned earlier that I felt that she had extremely high availability through the court, and she was offering that release that the French attack needed, and they were getting that really early depth. She's entered the circle really effectively. With Mathieu sitting closer to post, it has allowed her to enter in on the short and take some of those easy balls. But her conversion to post has also been impressive in this game.
Yes, there she is on the ball there, Tatum Meyer. Equally, some excellent performances from the circle pairing from France, forced an awful lot of shooter changes. So Natalie Foster, Georgina Young started the game there. Lots of interchange from Fran Plom, the head coach from France. Sticking to structure, France throughout. And at this stage, there should be a victory on the board for France. Time running out, and obviously we're now seeing an 11-goal margin.
What's also impressed me about France, Anita, is that they've been able to make some changes in their defensive line, but it's evidence of the depth on their bench that there's been no real change in the frequency of which that they are able to gain ball.
So Leach picks up again. Good hands. So Gibraltar just starting to read the long ball to pocket, to the corner, as we might say, or the edges of the circle edge. So most attackers will work their way to the top or the pocket to support the shooters. Gibraltar on the move again, just looking to split the defence of France.
Doing exactly what you said, Anita, almost on cue from Joelle Moreno. Really good take of the ball right at the top of the circle. Lovely long outlet there, halfway down the court almost, from France. Gibraltar could probably do with a little bit more defensive pressure on that transition play from France. Just that early depth, making it probably a bit too easy for them at the moment.
So an impressive performance from France. They will be pretty pleased with this performance, and I'm sure Fran Plom will look for other improvements as they move forward, but definitely a team to watch. They've persisted and they've counteracted everything that has been put up against them from Gibraltar. A real credit to the team, the management team, as we approach the final minutes. So just over a minute to go. Gibraltar looking to just put more goals in. Tatum Mayer again receives the ball. Great shooter-to-shooter work going on for France. So we'll be concluding this game shortly. We'll follow up with coach interviews, player of the match interview, and our next game up will be your team, Kat. We're looking forward to seeing you run out. Well, you run out as coach.
No, I won't be doing any running, Anita. We have just had a suspension while you were looking at your notes,
well
Anita.
spotted.
Wing defence for France. I'm not sure who that is, but she has been suspended by the umpire Dan Racy for 2 minutes, which will see her off to the end of the game.
So game management protocols all in place here, as we see, and great work from both umpires there, just supporting that process. As we close out this game, a superb win on the board from France. 1 out of 1 for them. What a great start in what is the early years of competition. So credit to Fran Plom, the head coach there, as we see France take the win, 45 goals to 34. And we'll just take a short break and we'll be back with those courtside interviews. And after the interviews, just remember our next game up is Malta versus Switzerland at 3 o'clock. Hope you've enjoyed the commentary. Thank you, Kat, for joining me for that game too. We wish you well in game 4. And as mentioned, we'll be back shortly with those all-important interviews.
What kind of things have you been doing in your training?
We've been looking at different styles of play because we aim to keep, adjusting and adapting to what the teams are going to play against us. We stick to our structures, and the most important thing is to keep doing what we do best.
How does Gibraltar manage that recovery period?
We're debating whether to go in the sea or whether to go in the pool, but we've got a plan in place just depending on the weather. A lot of food, a lot of rest. We've got the physio.
What have you been working on?
Really working on our defence and some set passes, set plays, back lines, things like this, to really look after the ball and to look after each other.
What are your expectations on the court when that 7 turn out for the first game tomorrow?
From that first centre pass, we're prepared. We've been working so hard this year, working together as a team. Everybody knows their jobs.
What should we be looking at in France's play this year that we didn't see last year?
Obviously, we laid a great foundation last season, and we've been able to build upon and work on things this season that we didn't have time to work on last year.
Everybody's relaxed and chilled.
We all arrived yesterday, so everyone's had a sleep. We've done some team building today, so everyone's feeling good and relaxed, yeah.
No swim in the Irish Sea?
Not yet.
Ambitions for this weekend?
I think they're high. We've got an interesting squad. We've got a mixture of, I think, a really good balance of youth and experience. Obviously, as we get better, the other teams get better, so you can't be complacent. You have to think about that. And obviously Malta, we haven't played for a number of years now, so they will be interesting to play, and that will be a challenge for us.
What are your ambitions for this open competition?
I think a consistent performance. We've come to compete and absolutely leave everything out there on the court these next few days.
Any plans for you in terms of the times and where Switzerland might just be looking to be better in their performance through those 60 minutes?
We've been working a lot and trying to work on the individual players' strengths, mixing it up where we can to get the best out of everybody.
How are you feeling and how's the preparation going?
Yeah, so I think we're really excited to be here. It's obviously a great competition. We had a good time last season, so excited to be back. Obviously, second season, it's made it a bit easier to prepare. We know what to expect a bit more, so I think that's been really helpful in terms of how we've prepared in camps and competitions in the lead up to this.
Well, what a great game we've just witnessed on the live stream. I'm with Tatum Mayer. Tatum, congratulations, player of the match. You must be really pleased with that performance.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I couldn't have done it without the team. I know that's probably really cliche, but with every throw they did in the circle, his placement was amazing. So I did that with the help of my team.
Well, we've just watched different combinations come on there, but everybody seemed to know what the game plan was. So we were just really impressed with that ability just for players to switch in and out. Is that something that you've been working on?
Yeah, I mean, we've been working really hard on that, and obviously between every break, before every quarter, we just run through the basics again. So when we get onto the court, then we know exactly what we're going to do.
And I guess your build-up has been a little bit different. We've seen you in different competitions, so that match play's probably helped you, and everybody looked really sharp out there.
Yeah, no, everyone was on their top game. No, I'm really proud of everyone, so I'm really happy with that game. We did really, really well, and we kept our head up. Sorry.
So what does recovery look like now? Your next game's tomorrow now, and I think 2 games tomorrow. Potentially.
So. Yeah, I believe so. Well, we'll probably obviously cool down now, and then later maybe take a dip in the pool or maybe the sea, and then just rest.
Well, great performance. We were really impressed. You made your mark early on, so congratulations, our player of the match.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
So we'll just wait. We've got the coach interviews, I think, and we're about to welcome Fran Plom, the head coach from France as well. So thank you, Tatum. Congratulations. We'll let you go and do your recovery.
Thank you.
So I'm just going to go down and find the winning head coach. That's Francesca Plom from France. Allez les bleus, as they say. So great work, Fran. You must be really impressed with that performance.
Yeah, overall, I think we're really happy with that. I think we knew that we had good opportunity to make our mark on the competition in this game, and so really came out focused with what we wanted to do. I'm pleased that for the most part, I think we did that.
I'm sure you'll be looking for some of those changes or improvements, and like you said, Gibraltar put out some different combinations and some real established players in there, but your defensive pressure was excellent through the court. I know you'll find something to improve upon, but you must be really impressed with how they stuck to structure.
Yeah, definitely. I think we had real clear focuses on what we wanted to achieve in both attack and defence, and I think defensively it seemed to work today, and they was able to implement things in the way that we wanted them to, and I'm sure that the turnover stats are going to really represent that, so really, really pleased with that.
So what does recovery look like now? Because it's an intense competition, an intense few days. So what will you now do with the players leading into the next game?
Yeah, so obviously first thing's really important that they kind of refuel, and then we'll be looking to do as much recovery as we can. We're fortunate to have a very experienced physio with us who's going to be helping us with that, ice baths, and obviously tomorrow is the double header for us, so even more important that we're going out with fresh legs. Also part of it, really fortunate to get 12 on the court today, and that was very much with the mind that we've got to last the full tournament too.
Well, you gave a fantastic performance out there and great work in terms of that game plan. You counteracted and you came out on top, so congratulations and best wishes for the rest of the tournament.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. So that was Fran Plom from France, and I think somewhere we will have, and I'll go searching for Sarah Paes, the coach from Gibraltar, who's making her way down to our stand here. Sarah, probably not the result that you wanted in terms of the Gibraltar performance, but France just came out so strong.
Yeah, I think they did play well. They have obviously improved a lot since last year. I don't think we had our best game. I think with the careless mistakes, I'd say. When we played well, we moved it through the court really well, but I don't think we were consistent enough. I think that was the difference with our performance today. When we sort of got back into the game, we went 2 steps forward, 1 step back. It was that feeling, I think, in the match.
And you made a lot of changes in and around, I guess, just to see what combinations were working. Did that tell you anything leading into your next game as to whether you might try some different combinations out there?
Yes, I think definitely there were positives within those that came on. It's tough when you come on like that, and I think yes, there were one or two that we think they might start next time. Looking at it differently, yeah.
And obviously you've got different shooter pairings there, and they were really trying to put the screens on, but the range of the defensive pressure from France just kind of occasionally stopped that. So will you go back to the drawing board in terms of game plan? What will change for you moving forwards?
I think certainly we obviously that is part of our game, but it cannot be the mainstay of our game, so we need to look at alternatives to that, and we have talked about that, so we need to clarify that with the team ready for the next game.
Well, we know you'll come fighting back for game 2. Gibraltar never go down easily, not with you around and Marino sisters around, Denise Ellis. So we wish you well and thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much, thank you.
So that concludes the interviews after game 3, and what a game we just witnessed from France taking victory against Gibraltar. So we'll be back on commentary for our next game, which will be that 3 o'clock game, and as you see we've got our teams warming up there. We've got Switzerland up against Malta, so do join us then, and we'll be bringing you full commentary from just before 3 o'clock.